Hello everybody, and welcome back to the third update of Providence TF Green Airport. We got a busy airport update here today. We're looking forward to getting into it. Always love Providence here. It's a great airport. A lot of interesting airlines and some new models in this video. So that'll be fun to get into here in just a moment. But we will start off our update here with this United Express Bombardier Mitsubishi CRJ200. This one arrived in from Colombia, and it'll be continuing on to Washington Dulles. So what I think happened here is that this one, I'm guessing it just needed to lay over here, picked up more passengers before continuing on to Washington Dulles. But very interesting. This is not something that we normally see here at Providence. I guess they just didn't have enough passengers in Colombia or in Providence, so they just decided to make this stop here and pick up some more passengers and then continue on to Washington Dulles. But an interesting flight for this aircraft, not one that I would have expected here, but an interesting one to say the least to start off the update. It's been a while since I've used this model. Here we have my Shapeways Custom Cessna Caravan. In this case, it is operating for Southern Airways Express, and this one arrived in from Nantucket, and we'll do a turnaround heading back out there. So glad to see the return of the Cessna Caravan after a while here, even though these aren't in very good condition anymore. It's still good to see them here and making an appearance in some updates. So I used to use them a lot in Tallahassee, and the original intent was to use them at MSP as this was supposed to be Air Choice 1, but then Air Choice 1 decided not to fly to MSP anymore, and haven't used them for their intended purpose, at least since then. And towards the top left of your screen, we have this Frontier A320neo and the Baja the Whale Shark livery. This one arrived in from Denver and will have continuing service on to Raleigh-Durham. And our next aircraft here, we have the American Airlines A319 in the America West Heritage livery. This one arrived in from Philadelphia, and this one will be doing the turnaround and heading back out there. And I promise the landing will get better after this shot, but here we have the American Eagle E175. This is operated by Envoy Air and arrived in from Chicago O'Hare, and also doing a turnaround heading back out there. And here we have a duo of American aircraft. We'll start with the 737-800 there. This one arrived in from Charlotte, and it will be, again, another turnaround heading back out there. And then we have, towards the top of your screen, we have this American Eagle CRJ 700. This is operated by PSA Airlines. And this one came in from Washington, D.C.A., and it will be doing the turnaround and heading back out there. So another interesting Dulles flight on this one. This is the Battleship Gray CRJ 200, as I only have that one in the Evo Blue livery. This one arrived in from Washington Dulles, and will be having continuing service out of Philadelphia. So yeah, I don't know what's up with these Dulles flights, and they're going to different destinations, but I guess they're not filling up those flights as much as they would like here. So I don't know, they're making some weird stops here. Not what I would expect for those flights. So I wonder if that'll continue going on into the future, or if that's just kind of a one-time thing. But I guess we'll see on that. And then also further back, we had the United Airlines United Express E170 operated by Republic. This one arrived in from Chicago O'Hare, and it will be turning around and heading back out there. And here we have the American Airlines A221. We still do have one more American aircraft, and this is it. Had all the American gates filled on this one, so that's pretty cool to see American having a big presence here. This one arrived in from Charlotte Douglas, and it'll be doing the turnaround. So good to see that Charlotte is getting some mainline aircraft here on the 737 and the A321. Good to see that American is having a pretty big presence here in this airport update, as all the gates are filled. Very busy here out of Providence. These are all kind of the afternoon flights. There isn't really a specific time frame, but they're all after the afternoon flights at Providence. But I really wanted to fill these gates and give a filled airport update, try to include as many airlines as I could. So cool to see that, and good to see that Charlotte's doing well here at Providence. And up next, right here, we have my new JetBlue A320neo in the JetBlue for Good livery. So making its debut, waited so long to get a JetBlue aircraft, and here it finally is. So glad to feature it here in these airport updates. The actual aircraft was actually in the Inspiring Humanity livery, so you know it's still a special livery. So I guess that would make this more fitting, even though it's not the same special livery. But it's still really cool to see there. This one arrived in from Orlando MCO, and we're doing the turnaround service heading back out there. And here we have a pair of Delta CRJ 900s. Those are with the Gemini version at the bottom of your screen. This one's operated by Endeavor Air. This one arrived in from New York LaGuardia, and they'll be doing turnaround service heading back out there. And then the Shapeways at the top of your screen. This one, also operated by Endeavor, came in from Detroit, and also doing the turnaround heading back out there. And here you have the Southwest Airlines 737-700. This is in the Heart livery with split scimitars. This one came in from Baltimore, and it will have continuing service on to Chicago Midway. And finally, here we have the Southwest Airlines 737-700 in the Missouri 1 livery. This one is currently taxiing out to the runway, or earlier arrived in from Washington, DCA, and it's taxiing out to the active runway before it departs out to Baltimore. So that will conclude this update of Providence TF Green Airport. Thank you all for checking it out. This is a fun airport update to do. Get the JetBlue model in here. I'd love to see it. Also, it's been a while since we had Southwest Missouri 1 in here, so I guess that's pretty cool to see. This wasn't the actual aircraft. The actual aircraft was just a Heart livery with splits, but I already have my other Heart livery with splits in this update, so I figured why not throw Missouri 1 in here. So that'll do it for this update. Thank you all for checking it out once again, and I'll see you tomorrow. As always, good night. Auf Wiedersehen.